Steal a Brainrot might look like a silly Roblox game full of memes and chaos, but some players say there's a much darker side. Hidden characters, cursed creatures that only spawn at night, and strange entities that shouldn't even exist. Today, I'm going to show you 4 terrifying Brainrot stories that most people have never heard of. Some of them I've even seen myself, and once you hear them, you'll never look at this game the same way again. If you played Steal a Brainrot long enough, you've probably seen him. Strawberry Elephant. He's one of the most iconic Brainrots, red, goofy, covered with green leaves like he just popped out of a fruit basket. But lately, some players claim there's a different version of him, and it only shows up when most people are asleep. They call it the Cursed Brainrot. According to rumors, he only spawns between 1 and 4 a.m. Not midnight, not evening. Only those 4 hours, and the changes are disturbing. The green leaves on his head, they turn a sickly purple, almost glowing under the dark sky. His horns fade to a dark violet at the tips, and even his trunk looks discolored, streaked in purple like something toxic is running through it. But the creepiest detail, his eyes. The normally cute, happy eyes of Strawberry Elephant are replaced by blank black orbs, staring directly at you. Players describe them as fierce or soulless. It's like you're looking at the same character, but flipped into his opposite. The strange part is that he doesn't attack. He doesn't move toward you. He doesn't steal anything. He just stands there, watching. One player posted a grainy clip, claiming they saw him for just a split second at 3:17 a.m. before he vanished. The video is shaky, the image glitching, but you can clearly see the purple leaves and the black eyes before the character disappears like smoke. Some people dismissed it as a mod or an edited clip. Others say the timing matches their own encounters. I decided to check it out myself. I stayed up late, loaded into the game, and kept farming Brainrots until the clock hit 1 a.m. Nothing. At 2, nothing. But around 2:40, I swear I saw something near my base conveyor. A flash of red and purple, just outside my camera angle. I spun around instantly, and for half a second, there he was, standing completely still. Then he was gone. I don't know if it was a glitch, a prank, or some developer's inside joke, but that image stuck with me. Strawberry Elephant, but not the one we knew. His face was twisted, darker, less friendly, like a corrupted file. The strangest part, after that night, my game kept glitching. The conveyor sound would keep running even when I logged out, and every time I loaded back in, my base would be completely empty. Maybe it's a bug, maybe it's a hoax, but players swear this cursed Brainrot is real. And if you want to see him, just set your alarm for 3 a.m., load up the game, and keep your eyes open, because he'll be watching you. We all know that Tung 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 Sahur is unfortunately no longer in the game. But is it really true? It seems that he is actually still in the game. In fact, I don't think he ever left. It's just that now he's different, scary, and somehow angry. However, if you meet him, it's possible that the game will crash and this message will appear on the screen. They tried to kick me out, but they weren't successful, so now it's your turn. As for appearance, he's totally changed. His eyes are no longer white with black. Now they're black with red. His body is no longer brown. Now it's white. His bat is different now. And let's not forget the most important detail, the text with, "Help me." What does it mean? Who should we save him from? Or maybe it's a trap to attract players. One thing is for sure, if we look closely at him, we can see that his body has traces of glitch. So it's possible that he was removed from the game, but a part of him still remained here, as if there were a good part and a bad part, the good one leaving the game, and now only the bad one remaining. But this is just a theory, and nothing is certain. Until then, let's move on to the next one. We've all played Steal a Brainrot long enough to know about the usual chaos. Players stealing creatures, bases getting raided, the goofy memes. But there's something else in this game. Something most people have never seen. I call it the entity who watches you. I didn't believe it at first. People joke about 3 a.m. challenges all the time. But one night, I decided to test it myself. I stayed up, logged in at exactly 3 a.m., and started playing like normal. Nothing happened for a few minutes. Then out of the corner of my eye, I saw movement. I turned my camera and froze. Standing just outside my base was a tall, motionless figure. His entire body was dark green, almost blending into the map. His eyes were pitch black with glowing yellow pupils, locked on me like a predator. He didn't move. He didn't speak. He just stared. I took a few screenshots quickly. You'll see them flash on screen, but the longer I looked at him, the angrier he seemed. It's hard to describe. His posture changed. His head tilted slightly, like he knew I was looking back. Then, as suddenly as he appeared, he vanished. I tried logging in at other times. Midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., nothing. But every time at exactly 3 a.m., he's there. Same spot, same eyes. Motionless. He doesn't attack, doesn't steal, doesn't crash your game. He just stands there, like he's waiting. Maybe for the right moment to invade your base. Or maybe just to scare you. I still don't know what he is. A bug, a hidden model left by the developers, or something else entirely. An entity watching players from the edges of the map. One thing I do know, no one else seems to talk about him. I've searched forums, Discord, even YouTube. Nothing. It's like I'm the only one seeing this. So, if you're brave enough, load into Steal a Brainrot at 3 a.m., walk around your base, look at the edges of your screen, and if you see a green figure with yellow eyes watching you, don't get too close, because sometimes the scariest things in this game don't move. They just wait. Everyone knows Spider Sammy, the creator of Steal a Brainrot, famous for doing wild updates and trolling players with crazy events. He's basically a legend in the community, but what if I told you there's another version of him roaming the servers? Players call it the admin evil clone. At first glance, it looks exactly like Spider Sammy's avatar. Same shape, same build, but the details are wrong. Instead of his classic red costume and hat, this figure wears a dark purple outfit. His helmet's normally red, are jet black. The silver chain around his neck, now it's black with streaks of gold, like it's been burned. And his sword, usually red, is pitch black. No glow, no light. Just an empty void. But the face is the worst part. The trademark spider eyes are gone. In their place is a single glitched tear, and his pupils aren't round anymore. They're diamond-shaped, glowing faintly. And his smile, it isn't friendly. It's a slow, crooked grin that looks like it's about to break into a scream. No one knows what he is. Some whisper that he's Spider Sammy's ghost, haunting his own servers. Others think he's a hacker, a rogue account that copies Sammy's skin to trick people. And some say it's just an evil kid, sneaking into servers that night to punish players. The stories about him are all over the place, but one thing is consistent. If you see him, something bad happens. People claim their game crashes the moment he teleports near them. Some say they've been banned for no reason after encountering him. Others say he walks slowly through the map, then suddenly blinks right behind you. No noise, no warning, just a purple flash and a creepy grin. Most people think it's a myth. But a few nights ago, I saw something that changed my mind. I was on a private server testing new Brainrot routes when my screen flickered. For a split second, I saw an avatar at the edge of the map, purple clothes, black helmets, black sword. I whipped my camera around, and he was gone. I managed to snap a screenshot just as he disappeared. The image is blurry, glitchy, but you can clearly see the black and gold chain and the diamond-shaped eyes. Since then, every time I log in at night, I feel like someone's watching me. Maybe it's a bug. Maybe it's just a hacker messing with skins. But part of me thinks it's something else. Something built into the game itself. So if you're playing late and you see a purple flash or feel someone teleport behind you, don't look back. Because if the admin evil clone really is out there, you might not have time to take a screenshot. Those were 4 of the scariest Brainrot stories I've ever found. But what do you think? Were they real or just cursed glitches? Comment below which story creeped you out the most. I'll be checking. And if you want more Roblox horror, drop a like and subscribe, because the next stories are even darker.